Okay, so in this video we are going to be talk about what are the 7 different strategies that you can implement in order to save some money. So everybody wants to have some more this centralized income, and that's kind of the point of this video. So we can have more money to spend on the things that we actually want in the life, instead of the ending up in the credit card debt and being swamped with bills. Hopefully this video is helpful, so if you do find it to be helpful, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you are not subscribed already, and let's get into this video. Alright, so we will start off with the most important part of this video. This is really the most important out of the 7, and that is by the creating a monthly budget. Now this sounds so simple, but it's really important. See, there's the reasons why companies, businesses will have the financial statements. Though they have income statements, cash flow statements, they have balances sheets, and there's the reasons for it. It's because they use those, so what they can be more profitable, so what they can see of weaknesses, they can see where they are excelling, and they can see where they are prepared that they can excel in the future. So you can do this yourself. Now I'm not saying run yourself like the business, but if you calculate all of your assets, your liabilities, you know where your money comes in, where it's going out. It's really going to be effective in savings money, so you can automatically probably save a couple hundreds of dollars per month, and just by the laying out and the monthly and the budget, so you know where everything is coming in when it's all going out. And kind of the view, it sort of the like, if you are in the boat and you have hose in your boat, and you're plugging this hose, and all these hose are different type of the monthly bills. Maybe it's Netflix subscriptions and Amazon subscriptions and ancestry.com subscriptions from 3 years ago that you totally forgot about. So if you lay this out, this entire budget, it really will help you to save some money. I have the free budget temple, and down in the descriptions below. It's totally free if you wanted to get started with that. So that's the first things you want to do, and it kind of leads me into the point number 2 here, which is setting goals. You want to set specific goals. You don't want to just set the goals of the savings money. You want to set a specific time, specific goals with money value. So they, you know what, in the next 4 weeks I want to save $1,000, or in 2019 I wanted to save $20,000, and you set those goals, and then you will be more motivated to actually hit those goals, and you can hold yourself against them and write them down, maybe even put it up on your wall if you need to put the sticky note on your wall, or you on your computer, in order to help yourself to save this money, just to keep it in your head. Have it written down, specific goals. It will help you in the future. Now sometimes some things else that you can do is pretty simple. It only takes about 5 minutes to set up this is by the setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account, or from your checking account to your broker account, to your retirement account. So this is the really easy to do. You can probably find this one on your banking website in the next 5 minutes, but it's really easy to do this. So what you can do is to say that you get paid $2,000 every other weeks, when on the day that you get paid, you can set up the automatic transfer. So that's say when the $2,000 comes into your bank account, 500 of it automatically gets transferred to your saving account, and then you can of life of what 1500s is almost pretend or to trick yourself into the thinking that you're the only making the $1,500 every other weeks instead of the 2000, and you just got $500 away before you can start spending it on the other things. It's a cool little method that does work, and I've seen people eat and really goes helps them and save some money. Number four, it's is to use the 24-hour rule. I'm not sure where this came from, but it's pretty straightforward. If you make the spontaneous purchases on the internet like I do, where you are scrolling through Amazons and you get hit with one of those ads on the Instagram and they look really cool. You wanted to buy 250 shoes, and then all of the sudden, the next things you know, you ended up with the shoes and your door of the couple of days later because you ordered something online very spontaneously. So the 24-hour rule, pretty simple. You just sleep on it, think about it for 24 hours, and then take your purchase. It sounds so simple, but it really can save you a lot of the money. And don't just buy things spontaneously. Make sure you think about them for a longer period of the time, and you are going to find yourself just saving more money. Now, another things that you can do that kind of it's the little corny, a little chessy in a way, but it does work if you need to go to those lengths. This is by the writing on the piece of the masking tape or some other piece of the tape, and writing to do I need this, and then putting it on your credit card. So every time you go into the convenience store, you go into the Walmart, you are trying to buy something that you maybe don't even need, and you're gonna to whip out your credit card to buy it and put it into the chip reader or the swipe it, and you're gonna to see this piece of the paper that says do I need this, and then you're gonna to look down in your hands or in your basket and say that what to actually need this stuff, and sometimes the case is no maybe you will find yourself to put in some stuff back and savings some money in the process. Number two is something that I don't really see people doing very often, and this is by price matching stores against each other. Now, I'm not talking about the price matching of a can of the soups from the Walmart that Target you don't cheap out that much, but we are talking about the price matching larger tickets items. So if you are go to the Best Buy, something that I usually do before I actually buy something, it's I will look it up online and find some the cheaper prices. Then I will go to the Best Buy and say, hey, Walmart selling it for the $40 cheaper than you, just give me $40 off, and they say yeah sure, because most stores have price matching because they are actually economically, it's actually better for the stores, the price match. That's the whole different video. We are going to talk about that later on the, but for your individually, it's good to actually price match the stores against each other, and you can do this not only for the stores like the Best Buy and Walmart and Target, but you can do it for the place like you are buying the mattress. You can sort of beat competitors against each others. I don't know what the mattress firm mattress world. There's a lot of the different mattress stores out there, but if you are trying a mattress, you can sort of handle it with the mattress stores. So you can handle it with other things, like if you are buying a car and you walk in and just drop the full asking price for the car. That might be kind of the foolish. You can usually really save money and handle a little bit on the car or anything that's really over $1,000, you can find yourself trying to get a better price, and you can save a lot of the money in the process just by doing that. Don't be afraid of it to ask for the better price, especially if it's something that you a pretty big ticket item. So that's something you can do. Now the last thing that I think is pretty important and something that you can use to save some money is consider not using your credit cards as often as I want to clear this up here, because this kind of sounds a little bit weird at first, because credit cards are very important to build your credit score. I have a lot of the credit cards, I use them, and they are really effective in order to build my credit score, and I get credit rewards on that. But as the Dave Ramsey says, many times credit cards you're going to end up spending a little bit more money. Maybe it's only a couple of percents more, but you generally will spend more, and that is because you don't have this sort of the physical attachment to it, because you are sweeping the piece of plastics for your putting on in the cheap reader, but you don't actually lose anything. Nothing leaves your hands. What if you are buying the stuffs in the cash? You're actually handing over that cash, and it can be pretty painful if you are handing over like the $100 bills versus just sweeping a piece of the plastics. So hopefully you can see how that could psychologically affect you a little bit, and if you are really falling into that trap of spending too much money, you find yourself in the credit card debt, maybe consider putting those credit cards into your desk drawer, only using the once or twice a month, just to kind of keep your credit scores going at a pretty good rate. Keeping to utilization low, but kind of leaving those credit cards at home. Now, not using them as much if you fall into that category where you are ranking up credit card debts and it's starting to get out of the control, and you really do need to start saving money. That's probably possibility for you. So that kind of warps up this video. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below as always, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to share this video with some of your friends, and I will see you guys next time.